United Way of Bengaluru from Karnataka, Bengaluru. Just a small intro into what I do as an individual in being part of an organization. So what you see is a map of Bengaluru city, as original as it could be. So Bengaluru has about basically three valleys: Hebbal Nagavara Valley, Arkavati Valley, or Rishbhavati Valley. Then you got Suvarnamukha Valley and also Koramangala Chalgata Valley. So within which our 70 kilometer spread city is actually built. So originally this city was actually called the city of lakes. When the British arrived here, they named it as British the joyful city, or because it was a city of lake. So we had about 1,000 plus lakes in the city, a lot of wetland all around, and a series of lakes, one joining the other, being a perfectly suitable place for agrarian community to thrive, on which our founders of Bengaluru built the city. So gradually this city had to give way for the development, the urbanization, the population inflow. From a meager 20 to 30 lakh population, now we have grown over 1 crore and 30 lakh. So which is why all the wetland that you see, you could just see in this picture here, how entire, the lake series of lakes that are joining one another, how it is being occupied by the residential layouts. So you can just see it how pictorially, how how this has taken place. So in this context, I joined United Way Bengaluru in the year 2011, and we had to do something about this to conserve the water bodies, to protect the city from being running towards the water famine. So it is in the year 2011. So we all put our heads together and came up with a campaign called Wake the Lake. So Wake the Lake was all about restoring the dying lakes in the city of Bengaluru. So we took about 35 lakes so far in the last 10 years of journey, and you could see how the dying lakes began to come back to life. So here are some of the pictures of the lake that you could see, how the birds have come back to the lake, how the flora fauna is flourishing, all that is etc. So and also lakes are, because the community community was actually exploiting the water bodies, throwing garbage, not respecting the lake boundary, taking a risk of even encroaching. So we had to create, certain minimum infrastructure such as walk path, so that people participate, people use it constructively instead of using it for a dump yard. So you could see the how lakes have been transformed into a kind of, with the flower, with the flora, with the fauna, with the walk path, so that people do come and do take part in the lake interventions. And thirdly, the increase in the bird life. Okay, these pictures are taken from Bengaluru's like. Can you believe that these were the birds which happened to be alive in the city before 60s or 70s. But with a lot of lakes being restored, Bengaluru has about 102. Now, from 1,000 lake, we are left with about 208 now to count with, and BBMP along with several organizations has managed to reach about 70 to 80 lakes in their proper shape. And this is the bird life that is coming back. You could see these are all pictures taken from our own the lakes that we work with, the butterflies, the kind of various birds that are spotted in the nowadays. And other activities that as part of the lake is a lot of volunteer engagement, and one of the thing is creating the bird perch. You can see these volunteers who are part of our organization, not employees, but the community leaders, who grew up at the lake, swimming in the lake, etc. Now adults, they are creating the perch so that to help the bird come and rest. Birds sometimes do not, they fear where to sit, because of this bird perch that we have created. A lot of birds do come and rest on lake. So here is the picture of myself in the center. I had planted this tree at Uttarali Lake in the year 2015, and that tree is now grown, become like a small adult, and this is the fruiting that you can see. This gooseberries is what we had planted in the year 2011. September 17th is the date I joined this organization, and also this jackfruit. So all these are become a joy for any Bangalorean or any citizen to come to the lakes that we work with, have a look at and experience, and we allow these fruits to be eaten by the lake users. We don't restrict, we don't privatize it. Anybody can come walk into the lake free, have these fruits, Of course, there are some fruits that are meant for the birds, for the butterflies, and other flora fauna. But fruits like jackfruit, mango, so we make it sure that people do come and relive their their olden days. This is one of the picture where I have where I do undertake the awareness session on protecting the Bengaluru lakes. So myself in the picture, on the day we also created a Miyake forest in a lake called Kudu Lake. And this picture is also about we because we involve community, the citizens across to protect the lake. We celebrate Kere Deepotsav. Nothing but celebrating diyas at the lake in the evening during Deepavali. We get the community around. We make them light diyas, no crackers, just to make them feel emotionally attached. So that they begin to respect the lake. And in one of the lake, using the banyan tree, we have created a, like eco center, like an eco club, where a lot of student elders come, do yoga, engage in sessions on lake, engage sessions on boards, on various things are discussed under that banyan tree. It is very much in being part of in one of the lakes called a Mantapale. This is a Miyake, Miyake forest creation that we had created. Now it has become already an adult Miyake park. So here is one of the lakes, that Mantapal Lake. In the period between 2019 and 20, the lake was like that, dry. All the inlets were blocked, etc. Because of the intervention that I had designed on inlet clearance to, biodiversity enhancement, all that. In the year 2000, this is the same lake, in the fullest of water. 150 mld liters of rainwater is filled in this about 45 acres of land, and that has overflown into the next lake, which is much bigger lake, and that lake overflew after 11 years of its lifetime. Even this lake also got filled after 10 years of its lifetime, after the intervention by us. So these are some of the other pictures, just to see that this particular lake got filled after 15 years. This is right down the Nandi Hills. You would have seen Bengaluru's Nandi Hill. There's a lake there, but dried for about almost 12 to 15 years because of the inlets being chopped. This lake is full now. This one of the forest intervention. I'll take you in a much more detailed way. So we have begun to intervene in the forest too. Bengaluru has about 56,000 acres of forest land. I mean, both Bengaluru urban and rural put together. And what we have done, we have gone into doing something on the moisture conservation, soil and moisture conservation. So these ponds are created to help animals to access water within the forest. The major conflict is that in animals in search of food and water, they are going outside the forest where people are shooting and poaching. So because of the small ponds that we have created within the forest, now animals are having access within the forest. Even in the midsummer, if you walk into the forest area where you walk, the water is intact. Water anybody could just spot the water. This is one of the inlet that we cleared to help this particular lake to get filled. This is one of the lake walk path. I told you how people are enjoying this mud walk path at the lake. Morning and evening in every lake you can spot about 500 to 600. Weekends about 2 to 3,000 people. So all in all, on average, all across our 35 lakes, about a lakh plus people on a day-to-day base, use and are consuming the lake. Now, one more project, that my passion has been on 1 billion drops. Bengaluru receives about 970 millions of rainwater. Because there is no plan of replenishing rainwaters into the groundwater. We are all busy just pumping water out, just selling it or using it for apartment, for domestic use. So there is a tremendous stress on the groundwater level. So already Bengaluru has reached about almost 1,800 feet to 2,000 feet down, and we have to do something to catch the rainwater and percolate it down. So which is why I designed a campaign called 1 billion drops. It actually means protecting 1 billion liters of rainwater every year. How do I do it? By constructing 10,000 percolation wells across the city of Bengaluru. So Bengaluru has 1,300 parks which are under the BBMP, Brahat Bengaluru Mahanagar Palike, and BBMP has invited us and signed an MOU to take over all these 1,300 parks and create these percolation wells. And each well, you can see here, in the period of 7 months of rainfall, can capture 128,000 liters of rainwater. 120,000, that's a very big volume. So by creating 10,000 percolation wells, we are going to catch 1 billion liters of rainwater within the city of Bangalore, which otherwise would have ran into the roads, created flooding, created low line inundation of water, all that. But that is being stopped now. So to begin with, we started the journey in Lalbagh. I think most of you are aware where Lalbagh is in the heart of the city, spread in about 250 acres of land. Every year, we are losing 12 crore liters of rainwater from Lalbagh alone. 12 crore. I mean, that's a huge volume of rainwater. So this year, we are we are already in the process of constructing about 250 percolation wells. Very soon, we are going to complete 500 percolation wells. And by completing 500 percolation wells, we are going to conserve about 6.5 crore liters of rainwater within Lalbagh. Already the result in Lalbaghs are phenomenal. We have already seen a rise of 7 feet groundwater at Lalbagh. This particular well is just taken about 15 days back. At 9 feet, the water is visible in the summer. Every year, Lalbagh used to pump water from outside sometime. This year, we are able to see at 9 feet, all these wells are having water. This is one of the old picture. This is the next picture. So one more project of ours, my passion has been, Bengaluru's biopark. Bengaluru University has about 900 acres of land, within which about 350 acres of forest land is allocated as a biopark. And 2 years back, I planned this check dam, which is having water even today. Every year, we catch about 2.5 crore liters of rainwater, which would otherwise run into the Rishbhavati Valley, which is actually nothing but a sewage, and finally joins into Kaveri Sangama. We are able to we have created three such structures, and all this is actually enabled increase in the vegetation around. All the green that you see around this are not planted by us. It is natural phenomena that the greenery has increased, and there are more than 150 types of birds already being spotted around, because it's about 350 acres of land. Lot of birds are being spotted, lot of peacocks are being spotted inside, rabbits are found there. One of the beautiful project that we have done in about 350 acres of land. One more thing is, this is a mini grant project. In the well that you see in the middle was actually a dump ground. One of the olden days open well was dumped with the sewage and the all the household waste. We restored it using the community, using the youth. We restored it, and with the rainfall, this is the rain. This is the kind of underground water this particular well got. And last year, even I got award for this ICC award for this particular project. We had restored about 15 such wells, and I got an award for this particular project. This is the project in the forest. I told you, how do we retain the running water within the forest. As I said, Bengaluru urban has about 6,300 acres of forest land. Bengaluru rural has 50,000 acres of forest land. But every year, as soon as the rain is over, there is no water inside the forest. Entire forest water is just run off, wasted and evaporated. So we had a plan to come out with a check dam or a nala bund or a very simple pond technique to retain the water. And some of the forest where we are done, water is intact and still overflowing. As a result, no animals are going out of the forest and getting killed. All the animals are retained, especially so we have wild boar, we have we have deers, we have like the leopards, we have all other small like hyena. All that animals are retained within the forest, and plenty of birds population is getting increased. So this is the forest project I told you. This is the latest picture that I have. The entire forest is full of water, the valley. So this is the project I told you about, the open well restoration, which we did last year. Some of the wells which a village had planned to convert them into kind of in a dump yard, we intervened, and we restored the whole thing. You could see the muck here, and how the water has been restored, and how people are now are able to use this whenever there is no electricity to pump out water. People fall back to using this olden days traditional open wells. You can see one example of how I engage the community. My visit, I'm standing with the T-shirt there with the student around me. That was the condition of the one of the Kalyani, this mini Kalyani that was feeding 5 villages 70 to 80 years back, and it got neglected and got silted up. And we all we joined together to restore the whole thing. And as on date, this is the kind of water that has got filled in the same small Kalyani. This is right on the top of Nandi Hills. Most of you would have heard the glory of Nandi Hills. It is at 5,000 feet above the sea level, loved by the British and most of the dynasties that right from second century. Apparently, this is a place where about five rivers, Dakshina Pinakini, Uttara Pinakini, Papagni, Chitravati, Arkavati, Palar. Six rivers originate here. And of late, in the last 20 years, the hill was getting dried up because of the sand mining, because of the eucalyptic mania, etc. So, but in the last 3 years, I designed this water integrated watershed project, where we have created on the hilltop WAT we call water absorption trenches, where whenever it rains, because of the heavy slope, water is to run off. So we began to retain the water on the top of the hill for the last 2 years. And this year, now all these pictures are taken this year, about 15 to 20 days back. This is the kind of water on the Nandi Hill. This is called the Patala Gange, which was dried and filled with plastic. We had cleaned it up. This is the kind of volume of water, more than 45 lakh liter of water is coming today. And because of this is called Amrit Sarovar. Amrit Sarovar was constructed during Diwan Purnaya's time. This is having over, about a crore plus liters of rainwater, of the pure groundwater, because of all this, watershed that has happened. One of the river Arkavati has come alive. I got a video to show also.
Yeah, David, you can conclude now. Your time is over. Quickly, you can.
It's the last 1 minute, sir. I'll just finish it up 2 minutes. Only two slides, sir. This is one of the oldest Kalyani, that 900-year-old Kalyani. I can see before after picture that it has come back to life now. This is the award that I had got last year for the one of the water project. And with this picture, one of the my favorite bird from a lake I took. I conclude here all the lake in the percolation wells to forest project that I've been journey. So I would like to thank for the opportunity that I got from this costume and all the other panel members being seated there. Thank you so much.
David, kudos to you in the environment conservation and the water conservation and regenerating the lakes, as well as this percolating of the well and check dams. All the things are really encouraging and fantastic. I'm so much impressed that already you have, already done 35 lakes, restored 35 lakes, and your target is going for the all 100 lakes which are in and around Bangalore. So, what motivated you to do so? Can you tell something on that?
Sir, actually, I come from a village. Right from first standard, my job was to work in a nursery. I worked as a small child labor in a nursery. I began to love plants. I have planted saplings right from age 4 or 5, as much as I can remember. So therefore, I mean, the next level was, in my village got a watershed project when I was a fifth standard boy, and I was a worker in about 12 lakes. I had to go and work in about 12 lakes to construct the lakes. So since then, I used to see the lakes getting filled. I used to go and swim. I used to catch fish there. So that is the inspiration that I carry even today. That if we construct lake, and water can be saved and fish will come there, birds will come there, and that can revive my own village, which was the kind of my village is actually called Bare. Bare means barren land. Now today that is filled with water. About 12 lakes are having water. Lot of pickups have come. More than 5,000 trees have come up because we have planted 30 years back. That is the story that I carry in my heart. I carried that passion and I got into social work.
Did
And
you
rightly, I got a job which is all about saving water bodies.
did you get any inspiration from the waterman Rajendra Singh, Rajendra Kumar?
So I saw that video. I mean, of late, in the sense, maybe about 2-3 years back, I was impressed to see his work. And
Okay,
actually, I'm going to work in Pune now. Pune, I have planned two
fantastic.
reservoir.
Now the bigger point is, David,
Yes, sir.
so many things you have been doing. What sort of CSR funding you have been getting, and from where you are getting the financial support?
Yeah, sir. Actually, because Bangalore is quite active on CSR, we have several companies like 3M, Deloitte, UTC. The more than 30 to 40 companies are supporting the cause. They have seen the success right from 2010. All the work that we have done have all stood up, and there is a very clear outcome and a very clear impact. A lot of borewells being recharged, waters, lakes which are dried, having clear water. All that is impressive, and we have a very comfortable CSR support too.
So I mean, you are getting the enough funds for surviving and getting that renovation done.
Yeah, luckily yes, luckily yes, because all the ideas that we come up with are liked by most. This 1 billion drops is loved by so many, and all of them are asking me to block the parks. Everybody wants to take 5 to 6 park. That's the kind of enthusiasm they're all showing.
Adopting the part, you mean?
Yeah, no, that is creating percolation wells, no.
Percolation well, I know, but they are adopting the parks,
Yes, yeah, basically too, yes, adopting.
Okay, I can introduce to you one of my another friend who is with IndusInd Bank. You can just speak with Advait Habbar.
Yes, sir, surely, sir.
That they are also in a big time for the check dams and the regenerating of the wells and the lakes and conservation of the water and everything,
Oh,
So
sure,
they
sir, surely, sir.
help to you in case you want to do something in Bangalore more.
Yes, sir, surely.
So I mean, you feel that there are a lot of people who are coming forward for supporting your cause?
Yeah, a lot of. In fact, I mean, in the last 4 years is very encouraging. In the initial, we faced a lot of criticism and a very cold-hearted response. But in the last 4 to 5 years, though there are dynamics, I always look at the positive side. Out of 10 people who criticize, I always find another 20 to encourage me. That's what gives me.
Are you for your own work? I'm
Yes,
not
sir.
saying how you are rating yourself, but how satisfied are you for your own work?
Sir, extremely happy. I'm extremely happy for what I have done. When I go and stand near the tree that I planted 11 years back, and it is having fruit and there are birds, I mean, that is enough for me. That is the biggest award I can see.
And what does it mean to you in case the coach gives you an award for your fantastic work?
I think I will dedicate it to those trees and plants and birds. I think that should go to them.
Fantastic, very nice, very good, and we are very happy to hear from you that such a good work is being done by David and your team. And our kudos to all of you, and wish you all the best.
Thanks a lot, sir.
Thank you.